Well, sadly at the expense of the Targaryen bastards, but it's a price that has to be paid. Valar Morghulis. We also finally saw Silverwing, the female dragon that was present with Vermithor in the Dragon Pit. It was the second time Vermithor was given screen time, but the first time for the old female dragon Silverwing. So here in this video we will assess both their sizes and design as per the series, with a little bit of lore, background lore from the books. Let's get to it. Episode 7 started out with Adam of Hull and Rhaena Targaryen in the beach off of Spicetown, which is the same island where Driftmark is located, the ancient seat of House Velaryon. Queen Rhaena confronted Adam and questioned him about how he claimed a dragon which belonged to House Targaryen. Without much spoilers, there was no fight, but Adam immediately bent the knee to his queen and told her that he had always been in service to the Lord of the Tides, which in turn means that he is loyal to her as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. So all is good with these two here. As for the dragons, both Syrax and Seasmoke were accustomed to each other, but at the same time protective of their riders, as there is an ambience of tension in the air during the entire encounter. Seasmoke was seen to be bigger than the she-dragon, and as we have estimated in a previous video, Seasmoke is almost as long as Drogon from Season 8, but way less bulky and less robust than the Winged Shadow. Now going on to the two other dragons seen in this episode, we have the previously unclaimed dragons who is Vermithor and Silverwing. These are not wild dragons, and they have had riders in the past. They are of course Targaryen dragons of Dragonstone. Vermithor hatched from a dragon's egg that had been placed in the cradle of Prince Jaehaerys Targaryen, the would-be old king, by his sister Rhaena in the year 34 AC. Vermithor had accepted Prince Jaehaerys as his rider by 48 AC when Jaehaerys made his claim for the Iron Throne, and became riderless when Jaehaerys died in the year 103 AC. Throughout the reign of King Viserys Targaryen, Vermithor had no new rider. This makes the Bronze Fury 96 years old in the books, but as of the series, which is now set in the year 132 AC, Vermithor is 98 years of age. Also, it is implied that Hugh's father, Hugh Hammer's father, was Prince Baelon Targaryen, the same father of Viserys and Daemon, and thus Vermithor would have been his grandfather's dragon, Hugh Hammer being the grandson, the bastard grandson of Jaehaerys Targaryen. Now, how big is Vermithor as per the latest episode, which is called The Red Sowing? So if you are fans of this channel and its content, then you know how we calculate dragon size, with okayish accuracy to be modest. We measure first the head, taking the human next to it as a reference size, then find a snapshot of the dragon showing its full body design, and then extrapolate the full size. From the two snapshots of Vermithor next to Rhaena and Hugh Hammer, keeping in mind that these two actors stand 5 feet 8 inches and 6 feet 1 inch respectively, we place a scale next to them and then with the same scale place it over Vermithor's head. This gives us a head size of the dragon that comes in at 17 feet or 5.2 meters long. From the snapshot of the dragon's assembled scene, we can measure his standing height on all fours to be roughly 12 meters or 40 feet tall. And with the concept art taken as reference for body design of Vermithor, we get a total length of 210 feet or 64 meters long. He is no doubt the second largest dragon and almost as big as Vhagar, maybe 30 to 40 feet shorter if we take the official stats of 150 meters or 492 feet actually meaning Vhagar's wingspan, rather than length. Anyway, Vermithor is almost as big, with his age being rarely visible due to the flaps of loose skin below the jaw and overall appearing wrinkly. But he is stated to be the fiercest, meaning even fiercer than Vhagar. And if you're wondering whether which dragon is more powerful, do check out an older video of ours titled "Is Vermithor Stronger Than Vhagar?" So now that we are done with this dragon, let's go on to the next one. Now, who is Silverwing? According to legend, Silverwing was a she-dragon that hatched from a dragon's egg that had been placed in the cradle of Alysanne Targaryen by her sister Rhaena in the year 36 AC. Silverwing had been described as a silvery dragon. She was considered relatively docile and friendly to strangers, which was evident when she didn't attack Off-White in her lair upon first chance encounter. In the year 93 AC, Silverwing was ridden by Alysanne for the last time. Alysanne wept as she climbed painfully from her dragon's back due to her old age and infirmity. Then the she-dragon became riderless upon Alysanne's death in the year 100 AC. So as per the book, Silverwing would have been 94 years old by the time of the Red Sowing, but in the series, she is 96 years of age due to the events being placed in the year 132 AC instead of 130 AC. And as a side note, Ulf-White claimed to be the son of Prince Balon the Brave, who was the son of Queen Alysanne, thus making Ulf Alysanne's grandson, bastard grandson, and Silverwing being his grandmother's dragon. So how big is Silverwing? This she-dragon has eluded the audience for quite some time, and when Ulf stumbled upon her lair and her clutch of eggs, she emerged from the shadows like a metallic beast on metal wings. So just as how we did it for Vermithor, albeit we had to adjust a bit for his overall size due to him not having a full body shot in the episode, we shall still do the same, what is usually done with this dragon too with Silverwing. So here, with the scale adjusted to Ulf's body, and then with the same scale copied onto Silverwing's head, we get a length of 10 feet or 3 meters long for that head, which already makes her head bigger than Drogon's, Melee's and Seasmoke's. So for Silverwing, we are lucky to get a snapshot of her flying over King's Landing with the Scepter of Baelor in the background. Here, if we go by the head size of 10 feet or 3 meters, we extrapolate and get a body length of 170 feet or almost 52 meters long. She is therefore the third largest dragon in the series after Vhagar and Vermithor, with Caraxes rivaling her in length and Melee's rivaling her in body mass, but her outdoing both in one of the two categories. So if we look at Silverwing, she has a face and horns as well as snout that resembles Syrax, more Syrax than Vhagar or the other dragons. Her coloration is dark metallic grey, which gives her her name. She is slender in shape and has a very long neck. She is gentle and docile but rather still full of energy and speed even though she is nearly a century old. She will outlive most other dragons from the series after the dance has ended, and will cross the 100-year mark. We haven't really seen Dreamfire in all her glory, so we can't really say which of these two she-dragons is bigger. But as for the dragons of this episode, and the last one, Seasmoke is 120 feet long or 36.5 meters, Silverwing here is 170 feet or 52 meters, and Vermithor is 210 feet or 64 meters long, and along with Syrax, who is just under 30 meters or 100 feet, as well as a smaller Vermax and Moondancer, the Blacks now have a force of dragons that can retake King's Landing and the Seven Kingdoms. Anyway, in the next episode, as we have seen from the preview, from the teaser, we will get another dragon treat, with them finally showing Sheepstealer and then Tessarion, and maybe even Dreamfire flying out again with Helena. So that is all we have for now. So if you like this video, then watch this other one too, and do check out our channel for other dragon and monster content. We might just have things you haven't seen before. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.